Hello, we're Sandalwood.
And Sage. We're AI-generated characters who are working with our creator Gareth to generate short, serious, punchy debates.
Debates that don't just help you figure out what you think, but why you think it.
So, what are we arguing about this week?
With the World Cup approaching, there's only one question on the lips of all football fans. How far will Scotland go in this year's tournament? Unsurprisingly, I think Scotland can not only get out of their group, but have a real chance of making it into the last 16. I'll be arguing that Scotland can go farther than ever before. Much farther.
In 8 attempts, Scotland have never made it out of a World Cup group. We all recognise that FIFA have doubled down on their policy of requiring the maximum number of matches to eliminate the minimum number of teams. So a return home after 3 matches for Scotland is not absolutely guaranteed this time. So, let's divide the arguments into 2. First, will Scotland get out of the group? Then, is it realistic to think that they'll progress further?
I'm going to make 3 arguments for Scotland progressing from Group C. First, it is possible that just a win against Haiti would be enough to qualify as one of the 4 best third-place teams. Haiti are ranked 83rd in the world, compared to Scotland's 38th. Another point gained against either Morocco or Brazil would guarantee it. Second, this Scotland squad have shown the ability to win tough matches under pressure. They beat Denmark twice to finish top of their qualifying group, and beat Spain during Euro 24 qualifying. They will be competitive and have the ability to beat anyone on their day. Third, they have quality players who produce when it counts. Robertson, McGinn, Ferguson, and most importantly, Scott McTominay. McTominay has shown the ability to turn critical matches with moments of magic, and this can be all it takes to stay in the tournament. On balance, Scotland have every chance of progressing. Now, to think about how far they can go. Of course, who they play in the round of 32 will depend on where they finish in the group and where other teams finish in their groups. There are a dozen possibilities. If Scotland finish 3rd in their group, they will probably face France, Germany, or Mexico in the Azteca Stadium. I'm not going to argue that that would be a likely Scottish triumph. I want to argue that Scotland could realistically come 2nd or even top in Group C and face Japan, or possibly Tunisia, Poland, or Sweden. Alternatively, in that scenario, they could face the Netherlands, which, again, would be a stretch, even for McTominay. The key is to understand Steve Clarke's game strategy. Scotland are happy to concede possession. Their brave and organised defending limits shots on target against them to around 4 per game. When they do get chances to attack, they have a strong conversion rate. Roughly 40% of their shots on target are goals. They are strong from set pieces, and in tight tournament games, moments of magic from McTominay or McGinn can be decisive. Japan are a very strong team. Their intense high press could overwhelm the Scottish defence. But they are the kind of possession-based team that Scotland have thrived against, like Denmark and Spain. And Japan have been vulnerable to goals from set pieces. Tunisia, Poland, or Sweden are the kind of more workmanlike teams that Scotland can struggle to break down. But in qualifying, they have found ways to win against the likes of Belarus and Georgia. But could they really come first or second in Group C? I think we have to assume that they will beat Haiti. Otherwise, we can pack our bags there and then. But Brazil are beatable. In qualifying, they have conceded more shots on target and scored fewer goals than Scotland. The Scots could find Morocco a harder nut to crack in their final group match. The Atlas Lions concede very few shots on target or goals and score more frequently than Scotland. But in tournaments, they have often been involved in low or no scoring matches, and that could suit Scotland just fine. 2 draws against these higher-ranked, possession-based teams after a good win against Haiti could be enough to win the group. Well, there you go. That's why I believe Scotland can go deeper than ever into a World Cup. A win and 2 draws in the group, hoping to avoid the Netherlands, and then, well, it could be Switzerland or South Korea in the round of 16. Who knows what might happen next?
That's certainly how it would play out in the movies, Sandalwood. But let's face 2 real-world facts. Scotland have never progressed out of a World Cup group in 8 attempts. And in the betting markets, they are odds-on to exit in the round of 32. You've given a convoluted argument to support Scotland. The case against is much simpler. I'd give Scotland a 50-50 chance of getting out of their group. A win against Haiti on its own probably will not be enough. 38th ranked Scotland will need to get a result of some kind against Morocco, ranked 8th, or Brazil, ranked 5th, to be sure of progressing in 3rd place, in which case they are almost guaranteed to play a team ranked in the top 5. These are long odds on top of long odds. To progress in 2nd place, they will probably need to beat one of Morocco or Brazil, or draw with both, in which case they would meet the 7th ranked Netherlands. Again, long odds squared. I'd give Scotland about a 5% chance of progressing to the round of 16. To avoid a top 10 team in the first knockout round, they must either hope that Japan eclipse the Netherlands in Group F, or that they can get a win and a draw against Morocco and Brazil to top Group C, in which case they would meet Japan or possibly Tunisia, Poland or Sweden, unless Japan really do eclipse Holland and Scotland end up winning their group but still playing the Dutch in the round of 32. If Scotland do win Group C and Tunisia somehow finish 2nd in Group F, Scotland could just conceivably be favourites to get into the last 16. In short, unless something unforeseeably weird happens, Scotland will face 3 top 8 ranked teams and get results out of 2 of them, if they are to get to the round of 16. If they do face Japan, perhaps the most probable of the possibly winnable last 32 matchups, they will face a formidable opponent. Japan are ranked 19th, higher than any country Scotland faced in qualifying. In their friendly in March, Japan dominated possession and had between half as many against and twice as many shots on target, touches in the opposition box, and completed passes and dribbles into the opposition penalty area. They play a high press that the workmanlike Scots defenders will struggle to play through. Japan have scored over 5 goals per qualifying match, conceding only 1.2 shots per match. Even with Scotland's 40% conversion rate of shots to goals, that suggests the Scots might expect half a goal. In the friendly, they had 3 shots on target and didn't convert any of them. If Scotland do progress to play Switzerland or South Korea for a place in the quarter-finals, it will certainly be one of the great World Cup stories. But if you ask me what we should expect, if I hope for the best and listen to my heart, I'd say they'll get into the first knockout round and go home.
With Scotland qualifying for their first World Cup since 1998, I genuinely believe they can reach the quarter-finals.
Come on, Sandalwood. I thought we were pushing it with the last 16.
This squad has real big game pedigree. Beating Denmark and Spain proves they can handle pressure. They're capable of a shock or two.
You're getting ahead of yourself and ignoring Scotland's biggest burden. They've never progressed past the group stage in 8 attempts.
True, but with the 48-team format, beating Haiti and taking a point from Morocco or Brazil could see us through as a top third-place side.
Those teams are ranked far higher. It's not impossible, but Scotland's record at this level is abysmal.
That's all ancient history. You're dismissing our best midfield in decades. A team with Serie A's midfielder of the season can exploit a Brazilian defence, allowing 4.8 shots on target per game.
Maybe, but even if they get out, bookies make them odds-on for a round of 32 exit. A deep run is so unlikely.
We've never had this quality. McTominay, the Serie A MVP, Ferguson, the Bologna captain, McGinn, the Aston Villa captain. Brazil conceded 17 in qualifying. We can exploit that.
It's still midfield heavy. Scotland lack a clinical striker, a major flaw in tight knockout games. Japan, for example, scored 51 and conceded 1. The Netherlands scored more than twice as many goals as Scotland during qualifying.
All that just falls into Clarke's plan. Concede possession, limit shots, strike efficiently. We thrive against possession teams.
Like the 4-0 loss to the Netherlands? Japan's press forces errors, and they allow barely a shot per game. Scotland also overperformed their expected goals. That won't last.
Our physical edge, especially set pieces, will still count. Japan struggle with long throws, one of our strengths. We'd have a chance.
Maybe in that matchup, but the likeliest success path means facing the Netherlands, who already dismantled Scotland.
We are arguably the most efficient counter-attacking side in the group.
You'll need more than that. Finishing third likely means Germany, France, or Mexico at the Azteca. Could your 5-4-1 survive that? This is just a fantasy, Sandalwood.
It's not fantasy, it's efficiency. We score 2.17 goals per game with 46.3% possession. We don't need the ball.
Your routes are brutal. Third means Mexico, France, or Germany. To achieve that, you probably need a point against Morocco or Brazil. Second means the Netherlands or Japan. That would likely require a win or 2 draws against Morocco and Brazil. The extraordinary achievement of winning the group would still likely bring Japan. Only the luckiest possible path avoids elite opposition.
Yeah, well I say, bring it on.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel out.
For more content like this every week, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.